Ready, set, shut up.
Oh
Why? God damn it. We really need to figure out a way to start these fucking things. I swear to God.
I think I did just start it, actually.
No, you know what I mean, though, because, like, everybody else that we listen to has, like, a fun intro with music, and you and I, we click the button and just go...
Yeah, because unlike the rest of these douchebags with daddy's credit card who are sitting in their multi-million-dollar soundproof rooms with a goddamn producer on hand, you and I are a couple of chuckle fucks in daddy's basement with bare minimum equipment.
First of all, last podcast on the left do not have their daddy's credit card. They have been at that. They have been at this shit for 15 years, and the empire they've built, I congratulate them every day.
I wish. I remember when Night Vale used to be that good.
Yeah, what happened to that?
They started adding more people.
Oh.
That was the problem.
Oh. I gotcha.
I don't know. I mean, that's how I feel about it anyway. Anyway, H.R. Giger, huh?
Okay, we need to get to the bottom of that, like, legitimately, because I can see
looked
where...
for it.
You looked for it?
I looked so hard for that interview and I could not find it.
Because,
it makes me so mad.
Well, because you and I have two different sets of information as far as why the alien monsters came to be, or what they're supposed to look like.
Really?
Yours makes sense in some degree, and mine makes sense in some degree.
Yeah.
So
okay,
we need to figure out, one of these days...
Rest in peace, H.R. Giger. He's been dead 10 fucking years now. And I mean 10 solid years.
Right. Yeah.
But, like, you look at the alien, and it's clearly this, like, slender, effeminate thing.
Right.
Which he's kind of known for.
Sure.
Right? But I have never heard the alien is supposed to be like a big black dick. Like I've never.
You've never heard that.
Never.
That's the only thing I've ever heard of.
I've only if like I were to hear that, I would have disregarded it as a shit post, even at like 13.
I can kind of understand that, but at the same time,
okay,
when that information came into my life. Our good friend Nathaniel, who is a huge
him
Alien Predator fan.
Yes.
And like goes out of his way to find the comics and collect all that shit, right? He agreed that that's probably what it was. And he's so balls deep into that world that I can I feel like I can trust his judgment on it.
But he's also like not like us. Where we can,
because we're retarded.
What I mean by that is like where we could see where my origin story that I got, we'll talk about that in a second, but you could see where like even with the art that he supposedly made right after that, it is almost like a picture-perfect representation of what that experience would be like. But it's something, so who really knows? Maybe it's a mixture of both, because I can't find the fucking interview, but supposedly, H.R. Giger, the creator of Alien, his inspiration for his like art style and the shit that he does, I swear to God I just had my phone, but it's over there. I sent you the picture, didn't I?
You did, yes.
Show it
Do
to
you
her.
want me to pick it? Okay.
Show it to her.
Also, hello audience.
Hi everyone.
That's Kai, I'm Swithbird, and we do have a guest in the, can we even call this a studio yet?
No.
Okay. So, in the bedroom.
Bro, you've got, like, carpet that's rugs. It's just rugs.
Well,
layers and layers of rugs.
Haven't we explained why this room is so fucked? I mean, the floor specifically?
The floor is perfect.
The floor, I love the floor. I love the floor.
We covered it. You could even see the hand that was dragged away from the murder victim.
Yes. So, I'm sorry, I'm trying to go back and find this photo.
Okay, and while you do that, I'm going to speak about it. So, supposedly, H.R. Giger in the 70s or 80s had a sexual encounter in Germany involving two transgender women, in which he was the center point of a spit roast. And supposedly that experience is what inspired, like, I don't know, he had like a world-opening experience or whatever, and that like inspired him to create this piece that he's supposed to be finding. I swear if you just...
Did you put it in the private chat? Or
no, it's in the...
It's in the group chat?
Let me look. God damn it. But
if it's in the group chat, then it's fine. But
it's this like when you look at this.
Oh no, I found it. It was in the group chat.
He found it. So when you look at this art piece and you hear this origin story, you go, "That's exactly what this is. That's exactly what's going on in this image."
It is not pulling up.
What do you mean it's not pulling up? You fucking
look.
chronoloid.
My Discord's being fucking weird.
Here, this right here.
Yes, go ahead and look at that. Oh, sorry.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
We have a guest. This is Madison. Say hi, Madison.
But that's like straight up a dude getting fucked by a couple of girls, or something getting fucked by a couple of girls, right? Like there's tubes hooked up to their breasts and their backs and all kinds of shit. And that thing's clearly fucking one end, and this thing's fucking the other end. So it's like,
this is why we need. Listen. This is why you need to make an Instagram account for the podcast, so that when we talk about this shit, we can post a photo. Because I don't think anybody's gonna understand what the fuck we're talking about.
I know, and it's so horrible.
It's like it looks like two women on their knees on either side of a hot dog, and it's all in black and white.
Yeah. Okay. So no, I'd actually compare it to like a cockroach, like a side view of a cockroach.
That's
carapace.
fair, I guess.
Okay. It actually looks like a very early drawing of the alien. You can see the kind of like head and overall shape of the. I can
definitely see where he got it from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's very Scorn. There's a game called Scorn.
Yes, there
and
is.
It is designed with H.R. Giger's art style in mind. You look at Scorn's like concept art for 5 minutes, and this is the shit that you're gonna see.
Fair enough.
That it's the same thing. But I just how do you get to those comparisons? Because then when you go and you look up what fucking inspired H.R. Giger, the official Wikipedia story says it was a bunch of drugs in the 60s.
Well, that also makes sense too, though.
Well, of course it does, because who knows what the fuck was in them back then?
The good stuff.
The same meth they put in our Ritalin?
I mean, possibly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I'm surprised you chief on that the way that you do.
What do you mean?
Well, like, anybody else who I've ever seen smoking a cartridge, they hit it, and then they inhale, and then they hold that bitch, and then they let it out. And you smoke it like a cigar. You puff in, puff out, puff in, puff out, puff in, hold it, blow out.
Yeah.
Like, you
I do it to heat up the coils.
I'll heat up your coil.
Does it make it not burn?
Yeah.
Cause mine burns, and I was like, why does it burn?
You do quick little hits, and it'll slow down how fast it heats up.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I didn't think of that.
Yeah. You know, right. I'm just a monkey with skin instead of fur, bro. I hee-hoo peanut until shit works.
Skelepathy. Did we talk about that? I don't even remember.
I don't think so. So, there was a great D&D concept that we had, and that it's how is it that skeletons in a dungeon that are animated know that you're there because they don't have eyes or whatever? It's because there is a skeleton inside your body, and it is using skelepathy to transmit your location to the other skeletons in the dungeon because it wants to be free.
Yeah, but where the originality, the origin story of that came from that guy that you showed me that
Which
used
one?
to work for Blizzard.
Oh, fucking Thor.
Yeah, Pirate Software.
Yeah, Pirate Software.
Or something. Yeah, that guy.
Pirate Software. He's great.
You sent me a video on it. It was like a minute-long video about people talking about it in his Twitch chat, and then he got into talking about it, and then at the very end, somebody brought up skelepathy. And he was just like, I can't even handle the rest of you fucking people on Twitch anymore. I'm like, what the hell is this shit?
Skelepathy.
This is what you bring to the table? Skelepathy? I hate that it makes sense. And I was like, God damn it, that does make sense.
God damn it.
And I hate it, but I love it so much.
God damn it. God damn it. God damn it.
God uh-oh?
God damn it.
Did you almost just fuck your little one-hitter there?
Yes.
What is this? Stoner,
ASMR.
Dinner time? Yeah.
Oh my god, bro, okay, so Now I've had a $12 million idea
Oh, let's go.
for it would be a birthday present for Dad.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Okay.
A little one hitter like this.
Yeah.
Okay. You get the glass artist to like fucking drill a charm hole. Okay. So you can like put a keychain on or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And then you put the fucking dinner bell triangle on it.
Dude.
I gotta like
Did you ever see? Did you ever see the coffee mug that I got him? I don't remember if that was before our time together or not.
Maybe.
So, and the only reason I'm thinking of it now is because Madison and I saw some when we were at the store a little while ago. So it's a. Do your thing. You good? All right. It's a coffee mug.
Yeah.
And the
Coffee
handle,
mug.
the top of the very tippity top spot of the handle has a hole in it. There's another hole.
You did show me
There's
that.
another hole exactly across the way from the handle, and then on the side there's a little baby bowl.
You did show me this.
So you pack the bowl.
It's the Wake and Bake cup.
It's the Wake and Bake cup.
what about the frog
Oh yeah, she found a frog thing.
What?
So we were at Spencer's, right? And we're all aware of the ridiculousness of Spencer's.
Where do you think we got the dildo?
Exactly. And she found it's
That was
so.
Hot Topic.
That was Castle.
No. Oh yeah, it was.
We went to Castle.
No, we got another one. Hot Topic.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Didn't we?
No, Hot Topic doesn't sell them. Spencer sells them, but we didn't. We got the.
Dude, are you sure we didn't get another flesh-colored one that we were gonna nail on the wall?
No, because we were looking at the flesh-colored one, and then we got the purple one because I thought it would be really funny to have a purple one.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway,
Okay.
so we were at Spencer's.
Yeah, we straight up bought
Why
a dildo.
were they decided to be nailed on the wall?
We were trying to fuck with somebody. It stayed up for about 2 days, and then he nailed through the top of the suction cup, and then the gravity
Oh God.
came into play, and it ripped the suction cup, and it fell. And then the cats tried to eat the suction cup. Actually, they didn't try. They successfully ate part of the suction cup. So there was a bowl about yay big, and it looked like a frog. It had frog eyes, and it was literally like that tall, like inch and a half tall, and it had a divot in the middle. Okay.
Okay.
But then on one side it had your bowl, and on the other side it had a real tiny little like frog tail stick as the mouthpiece, and then it had a carb on the one side. But like we could not for the life of us figure out why there's a bowl there, unless it's to like put your weed into, and then you can just take it straight from the tiny bowl into the tiny bowl and smoke it.
But I feel like that's just stupid. Why are we transferring it from bowl to bowl?
Yeah.
Because stoner ingenuity. You know what I'm talking about?
Or
like
if
somebody,
it had
somebody,
a lid, if
somebody,
it had a lid, that would make sense.
Okay.
But it doesn't have a lid. So what are we
Yeah, there was
doing?
no lid. It was literally just
It's like
tiny
an
frog thing.
ashtray.
Yeah, it looked very similar to what an ashtray would
Interesting.
look like.
Maybe it was an
Yeah.
attachment piece for a different thing that broke.
No, see
No,
what I'm
it's a
thinking?
Pipe.
It was a pipe with a bowl on it
Yeah.
next to the bowl, right?
Interesting.
Don't use that. That's my fucking letter opener for mail. Oh, my mail is. All right. Anyway, the only thing I can think of is because the larger bowl would be the perfect size for like that grinder. So if you grind some up and then you take the grinder and that frog bowl and you flip it, then you get all your weed into the frog bowl and then you just pinch it and put it into the bowl and then you smoke it. Would you? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Like Scoob, you just gotta make do.
I'm gonna go clean out my grinder, Batman.
No, Joker, that's the Keef. No, Joker, don't do it. You're getting rid of other Keef.
Look at Batman, I was all nice and I cleaned your grinder.
You fool. All my Keef is gone. 30 years of build-up wasted.
Oh my god, could you imagine?
Oh my god.
That would be a brick.
Yeah.
It would brick up.
Yeah.
You'd have to snap it like a hockey puck.
Yeah. That's the good stuff.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
You-
like
you-
cheese grated or something.
Oh no, it would be like that. You just have to get it, put it in a paper bag, and just fucking bash it with a hammer until it was powderized again.
Cheese.
That would be real good.
Hot cheese.
Hot cheese.
Hot cheese.
I almost went to Portillo's.
Where is Portillo's?
Right there on the corner of McClintock and
Take your time.
the road for Tempe Town Marketplace.
McClintock
And
Rio Salado.
that's the one.
There you go. Oh, speaking of things, Wendy's is open. Wendy's is open.
Wheaties.
Wendy's.
Wheaties.
Wendy's.
Wheaties.
The Wendy's is now open.
The Wheaties.
Father and I have eaten there twice.
Uh-huh.
And if you go in right now for $1, you get 5 coupons to where you can get a small Frosty or I think like a 4-piece nug.
Uh-huh.
But I want to go in one of these days when I'm starving and have the extra $25 and get the secret Wendy's bucket of chicken nuggets.
Oh, are they doing it at that location?
I think they do it at every location.
I
You just have to ask for
I
it.
heard that there was only like one location that was doing it.
I'm gonna have to ask next time I go past them.
Shit. Cell phone. Bucket. Ow, this chair hurts my ass after an extended period of time.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next upgrade.
Wendy's bucket of chicken.
Are you Googling it?
Yeah.
You voice to Google?
Yeah.
The Google stance.
I do
Google
have the
stance.
Google stance. Oh, got them on Daily Mail. It says it's only at select locations. Yeah.
What's
Lame.
what?
What's what?
Wait, there's some in Sparizona. There's one in Tucson.
Well, I don't want to go to Tucson.
Yeah, you do.
I only will go back to Tucson for whatever that fucking restaurant is that you keep talking about.
Yeah, Lucky Wishbone.
That's what it's called.
Lucky Wishbone is good.
What's that?
It's a fried chicken place that's been in Tucson for like almost 80 years at this point. And they do like Texas toast, so like they got at fucking Cane's, right? But it's real good home style. It's like fried in butter, and the chicken is just fucking so goddamn crispy good. Even hot, it's like crispy, and yet it tears away so nice and oh. And the fries. The potato fries, oh my god, they're like sweet potato fries, and they're like curly fry cooked, but they're all fucking spindly and longer than shit, and it's delicious.
He talks about this place that I've never been to as if it's a pile of cocaine.
Bro.
So,
And I used to do coke.
makes sense now, doesn't it? But so she might ask us several questions about bullshit we talk about
That's
here
fine.
in town because she's from Montana.
I'm so sorry.
I said the same thing!
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
She's from Montana. She's been here a year.
It's not much better here.
Well,
Yeah, it is.
The summer's here, so.
Summers here are gonna blow ass.
Yeah.
And that's something that, whatever. But anything you need ever is within 5 miles.
Yeah, oh my god,
So-
there's a lot of them doing the chicken bucket. None of them appear to be near us, actually, except for, what is this one? It's on the corner of West Brown Road and the 87 on Country Club.
Oh. Wait, Brown in Country Club?
Uh-huh.
That's right over by Cousin Tommy and
That's
Auntie
it's
Joe.
by the Mesa Cemetery. Oh, isn't that where we used to
Oh,
take the
shit.
bike?
Yeah, right over.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. So that's like a mile from.
Yeah,
from
yeah,
where you're talking
but
about.
like
But it's like right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's in that same general spot.
It's in that same general spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a chicken bucket.
I took the bike through that cemetery once
Yeah.
because there's an entrance at either end.
Ooh, yeah.
So and I was
There's
coming
nothing
up.
quite like waking the dead with your motorcycle.
No, the e-bike, you dingleberry.
Yeah.
Not the loud boy. Which, by the way, Earl still exists in this world.
What?
The boys have it.
What?
The boy, remember his red two-stroke
Yeah.
with the big fucking
Yeah.
monkey? At some point he came over here, stole it out of the backyard when he was going through all of his bullshit, and took it with him somehow between here and Tucson and Washington State and California and Vegas. I don't know how it traveled or where it traveled, but he still had his hands on it. He gave it to his kids,
Wow.
but it's broken.
Of course it is.
The tension wheel
Yeah.
for the chain.
Yeah.
The screw for it is stripped and fucked, so the tension wheel will not stay down to give tension.
Of course it won't.
So they keep asking me to come and fix it, and I'm like, bro, the fuck? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with that thing. What are you talking about?
Huh? What do you mean you don't know what you're doing with it?
I mean, I'm assuming we just have to get the bolt and take it to like Home Depot.
And
You
get
know?
a new bowl.
And get a new bolt. Blah. So,
But, what were we talking about last night that we said we wanted to talk about today? There was something.
Fark.
There was one thing in particular.
One thing in particular.
Farfik Nugan.
Can we talk about VTubers for a minute?
Sure, I
Like-
know one.
You actually know one?
Not a
Like,
famous one, but I know one.
really?
Yeah. Chicks with dicks.
I would love.
There's a lot of VTubers that are like that.
That doesn't surprise me.
Oh yeah.
Did you see the new thing?
Yeah, which doesn't surprise me either. And fucking more power to you, girls. Fucking
yeah, absolutely.
Make that money to cut that bitch off.
Right.
So that's the end game goal.
Did you see the viral video of, I want to say her name was Ember? They just went to a convention not too long ago and all dressed up as their avatars and did like a stage show. And Ember is a well-endowed woman.
Oh no.
And her on-stage jiggle physics almost broke Twitch.
Okay.
Because her real-life booba
Uh-huh.
in the outfit that she chose that matched her avatar
Was like ridiculous.
So
we're talking like fucking what's the name of that character? There's a really annoying character.
Snuffy.
No, it's from Konosuba.
Oh, I have no idea.
Fucking.
Are you talking about the boy?
No,
the blonde kid?
The blonde bitch. There's this like blonde crusader bitch, and she's like the dumbest bimbo, and she wants to be degraded in every way, shape, or form. But they like every movement she makes, even in armor, it's just bling, bling, bling.
What?
And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So that's what I'm assuming you're talking about. Is just like it's fucking balinga the whole time.
So when like I said, I think her name is Ember. I can't.
Ember. With an E.
With an E. Ember. Because she cosplays or she VTubes as a Firefox, essentially.
Okay.
Okay? You with me?
Fucking half furries. Just
Right.
admit that you're a furry. Like, come on.
Like, it's fine. Don't worry. That's not the point. The point is, while she was on stage...
That's another thing I want to talk about, actually.
That's fine.
Monster
After this.
fucking is our next topic.
Fine. While she was on stage, she did like her little thing, then she turned around and she had like a life-size tail pinned to her pants, right? And then like pinned to the back of her shirt so that it stayed up.
That was a butt plug.
Alright, fine, whatever. I don't
100%.
care. Either way, she shook her ass and then like hopped off stage, and somebody was just off stage in the wings filming her doing her little thing, and as she hopped toward them in the wings, it was just like...
Jesus
It
fucking
was-
Christ, the 1980s called. They want their boob physics back.
I really, like... But, like, shout out to VTubers, because I love the fact that it's a thing and that it's so popular.
Oh, yeah.
And I would love to
It
do
gives
it.
ugly people a chance to be on YouTube.
That's why I want to do it.
Of course you do.
Because I
don't
am
mean
the
that
Hunchback
statement,
of
by the way.
Notre Dame.
That was entirely a sarcastic shit post.
I am the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
You and me both, motherfucker. You're the better looking one of the two of us. And I've got a deviated septum and 20 pounds I can't lose.
What's that drug everybody's taking to lose weight right now?
Ozempic?
Ozempic.
I hear it's fucking up people's faces.
It's fucking up people.
No,
Just people.
No, well, it's doing a couple of different things. Ozempic face is one of the things that's going around. It's giving people like a droopy dog thing.
Right, because all their skin doesn't unstretch.
The other
from
thing is it's neutralizing anti-pregnancy.
I'm sorry. One more time. Say it for the kids in the back.
Ozempic is currently neutralizing preventative measures. So if you've got like an IUD, it's like even changing the chemistry of like a woman's body and changing their fertility.
Wow.
Women who weren't able to conceive prior are having like weird reports of, hey, I was on Ozempic and now I'm pregnant.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's a thing.
Huh.
Ozempic.
Huh.
Ozempic.
Every time I hear O in threes,
O'Reilly's.
that's exactly where my brain
That's
goes.
exactly where I go too. You
God damn
can't do that, Ozempic. O'Reilly's was here first. Every time I get an Ozempic commercial, I'm in the other room going, auto parts! Fuckers!
One day.
One day. I'll
cut
get
my,
it right.
I'll fucking cut my left leg off through some auto mail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now, back to the topic you were just screaming about. What about monster fucking?
Monster fucking!
Okay.
Alright, so like... I got into like a weird stoner rabbit hole in my own brain.
Sure.
Because there are people who actively watch Star Wars, or they watch Star Trek, or they've seen movies like Total Recall.
Okay.
Total Recall, okay, with a bunch of
Okay,
different
cool.
aliens and shit.
Sure.
And they're like, There's like fucking like an alien woman, or like the fucking not Ahsoka, but there's another Jedi Master that's basically like Ahsoka. She's the same species.
Oh yeah, the blue one with the
the Twi'lek.
Yeah. Okay.
So there are men out there who are nowhere near a nerd who'd look at that woman and say, "Yeah, I'd fuck some interdimensional space pussy, right?"
Sure.
You have no problem with fucking furries. If you are willing to go out of your way to fuck an alien, and your thing is like, well, she looks like a person. Okay, she's got head tentacles. This thing over here has fur and is basically a giant dog, but it's not a dog, and it will talk to you. Like, go fuck that. It's the same thing. If you shave it, it's the same thing. It's just got different ears.
If you shave it.
If you
shave, that's all right. I'm gonna get hung up on that statement for 2 days now. If you shave it,
it's if you have no problem fucking an alien, you have no problem fucking furries. You've already crossed the line of interdimensional space pussy. Just go for it. People, you know what I mean? Like, people are literally prejudiced over fictional pussy at this point. It makes no sense to me.
That's the other thing that bothers me. Like, I don't proclaim to be a furry. Like, not really.
You would listen. If she suddenly grew a pair of like Cocker Spaniel ears and a fucking tail, you would bowl me over to get her into the bedroom. And she'd probably be all for it. I could just see the tail going, honestly.
First of all, we've known each other a week. Settle down.
Okay, yeah, good point.
I completely forgot where I was going with this now.
This is how easy it is to derail a conversation when you hit someone with facts and logic.
You can't jingle fucking dog girls in front of me, okay?
Yes, I can.
No, you can't, because they don't exist.
The puppy girl community is thriving, and it's all thanks to trans girls.
It's thanks to trans girls, and it's thanks to VTubers.
Yeah, that too.
Welcome to that callback. Because who's the dog muscle mommy? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
There's a VTuber who...
Buff?
Yeah.
I know who he's talking about because Rubber Ross is like a close friend of hers.
Really?
Yeah, the Australian animator. You know who I'm talking about, Rubber Ross?
I've heard the name, but I couldn't...
He used to be a Game Grump.
Oh, okay.
He's
why I know
he's
the
an
name.
Australian dude that went and did his own... He used to be an animator for Game Grumps, too.
Okay.
And an editor. Sure. All this kind of bullshit. Anyway, he does a thing now where he's like VTubing and his girlfriend is VTubing and they all do shit with VTubers and Buff is the only one I know. You're talking about the fucking orange-haired girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know exactly who you're talking about. She's literally one of us.
Okay.
It's weird.
I like her. She's very funny.
If she was in this room with us, you wouldn't be able to tell if it was anybody else. Like, it's just the same kind of shit.
No, I know.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. No, she's very funny. She's very funny.
That's the only one I know.
You know Fillion?
Who?
Fillion?
Who?
The tiny little silver hair, silver dog ear, silver tail. She's the one that has... She... Ready? I'm going to blow your mind a little bit right now. She is the only VTuber that I am aware of that, like, Fillion is to VTubing as Russian Badger is to game videos. She has the full outfit. And on her streams, will run back and forth in her room. And has several times done cartwheels and broken her fucking HTC headset. She has jumped up high enough to run into her fan.
Never heard of this
And
person.
she has smashed her face into walls so many times.
I have never heard of this
You've
person.
never heard of Fillion.
I saw the only, like, other VTuber I had, like, remotely looked into, and her name I've already lost. But she's, like, she's got this, like, pink hair and shit, right? Okay. And someone put a Twitch message into her fucking stream that was, you know how they read them out, right?
Yeah.
And it said, fuck, I can't remember her name, but it said, like, if blank walked into a wall, her nose would hit before her chest.
Oh, that's
did.
the one you sent me the video.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
I watched like 10 minutes of her fucking shit after that because I thought that scene was hilarious. But that was it.
The
that's
fact
the only
that
thing.
I love the fact that
Oh, God damn it!
I love the fact that that's canon now for them. Because allegedly, in the clip you sent me, allegedly she got up from her computer, walked over to the wall,
do it,
and somebody was making fun of the fact that she was flat chested, but allegedly has a larger nose. So they were like, if you ran into the wall, your nose would touch before your chest. So she was like, that's not true. And then she gets up and she walks over to the wall, and all you hear from the back of her bedroom is, God fucking damn it! Because allegedly her nose touched the wall first.
It is hilarious, man.
It is the dumbest shit.
The internet will find endless ways to roast you, bro. It is so fucking funny to me. I love it.
You should play the video right now.
I'm trying to find it.
You literally sent it yesterday.
No, it was not. Yes, there it is.
Turn the volume up. It's just so fucking stupid.
The octave change in her voice, because she's trying to do like this, little cutesy, fuck you, and then just fucking damn it! Oh my god, I love that shit, man.
I enjoy
it.
VTubers
It brings
so
me
much.
endless joy. I swear to you. Whoo-wee mama. Where's
Did
the
you
alcohol?
know? Hey, oh yes, grab the alcohol and we'll talk about that. And the shot glasses are right there.
Oh my god! Where are the shot glasses?
Right here on the weed table.
Okay, thanks.
Right there. There's nudity on YouTube.
What? Yeah, of course there's nudity on YouTube.
No. Do you remember in the olden days when YouTube really started to get all fucking weird and they were like, the only time you can see a titty is if it's like a breastfeeding video, right? Do you remember that?
No.
That was like 6-7 years ago.
No.
There was a whole thing about it.
I was in prison then, I think.
So was I. No, you never went to prison. You and I were in county. It's fine.
It's the same difference.
It's not the same difference. You get better food in prison.
Yeah, you're right.
You get to actually like order pizza in prison.
It's just not cold in the slightest.
It doesn't matter.
It makes me sad.
So in my YouTube rabbit holes, and this happened literally yesterday, right?
Uh-huh.
I was going through watching some wrestling videos, then switched over to some motorcycle videos or whatever, and then a promoted video came up, and I don't get those a lot, or if I do, I barely pay attention to them. It was a young Asian woman.
Here you are.
She's not gonna want anything.
You want to sniff it?
You want to sniff it?
Want to sniff it?
I'll sniff it. It was a young Asian woman, and it was a like a clothing haul, trying all my clothes on type of deal, right?
Sure.
But it turned out.
That's
Okay.
so bad.
But it turns out that all the clothes she was trying on were like see-through nighties, and she didn't put underwear on underneath them.
Interesting.
So you could like see full booba on a YouTube video.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You
And
see, dude, well,
that
here's
was
the
really
other
weird,
thing.
and now I'm scared to know what my algorithm is going to do tonight before I go to bed.
See, that's what I'm saying, is these things are kind of based on your search history, so what I want to know is, why are you watching scantily clad Asian women in the darkness, my boy?
I mean, who doesn't? She's laughing like it's average Tuesday for her.
Yowie hands.
First of all, if we ever go to a WWE event, we have to make a sign that says Logan Paul has yowie hands.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Because I've seen a lot of things that say Logan Paul blank blank blank, but I have not yet seen Logan Paul has yowie hands. And I think that would be fucking hilarious. This is gonna bite. This is gonna bite real hard.
It's 70.
Ready, set?
I drank wood.
Yeah.
We drank wood.
We drank wood. What the fuck?
That is like straight up the barrel they fucking made
Dude.
the mash in.
It's the barrel they made the mash in, and it's the blackberry. Because it's blackberry flavor.
That's like real ass moonshine.
This is the soil of the blackberries that
That's
they put into
like
this moonshine.
straight. That's the realest fucking moonshine I think we've drank.
I mean, besides the other stuff we got in there.
That one, no.
Well, that doesn't have any taste or flavor at all. But this is
That's like
dirt.
That's dirt.
This is dirt ground. That's interesting.
Huh. Tell the folks what the name of the brand is.
Okay, so we, Kai and I, just drank Appalachian Distillery, Appalachian Moonshine, Blackberry.
Yep.
It is, hold on, I'll find it. That's the address. That's what I'm looking for. Where's the info? This is batch 401. No bottom number.
Bottle number.
No bottle number.
You are a bottom.
What's the proof?
70.
There it is. Yeah, so it's 70 proof. But that was dirt.
Yeah, even when I burped, I tasted dirt.
That's blackberry dirt.
That's dirt.
That's interesting.
It's gonna be a little. I think that's gonna be another slow drinker. It's gonna be in the fridge for a while.
Yeah, that's one we'll probably be sipping on for the next 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's not like repulsive.
No, it's not.
But
and there really wasn't a bite. I was expecting a bite.
It starts off like you're about to take a shot of cough syrup.
Yeah.
And then you get a very muted berry taste with the alcohol.
Yeah.
And then it's just, it's not even just dirt. It's like wood chips and fucking, like, garden soil and fucking fertilizer.
Cemetery soil.
Yeah, literally.
Secondary callback, thank you.
Fucking hell. But that's interesting. Well, you know what it kind of sucks that this fridge is not a fridge.
It is a fridge.
It doesn't fridge very well because it's not cold.
It was only in there for 20 minutes.
Okay, well, maybe you can...
Why didn't you go put it on the freezer?
Ow. I don't know, because I'm a moron.
All right, well, there's that.
For Montana, you could just put it outside. Exactly. In the snow. Just...
He doesn't like it.
I don't like
He
snow.
hates it.
I don't like cold.
That's
why
I also don't like... Okay, so I'm a weird enigma of a human being because I was built wrong and stupid from day one.
Well, I've met your mother, so yes.
Yeah, but if it's extreme cold, I can walk around in like pants and a t-shirt. I regularly walked around a negative 27 degree freezer with just a t-shirt. Dude, that was the food factory, bro.
Yeah, I didn't go in there.
Yeah, no. And they were like, you can work the freezer, and I was like, that can't be that bad. And for like a maybe 30 minutes, I was like, huh, yeah, this is kind of like cool, huh? And then like afterwards, I was like sweating and shit. I'm like working, and I'm like, god damn, it got hot in here all of a sudden. I look at the thermometer on the wall, and it says negative 25 degrees.
Jesus.
I was like, damn, I can get used to this.
Just to be clear, though, I have nothing against snow. I will happily take a vacation up into the mountains and see the snow.
The schmountains.
And look at the snow and play in the snow. I just do not want to live there.
Why not?
Because long-term cold is a no-no.
What? It's not long-term. It's never long-term.
Long-term enough?
No.
Long-term for me is anything past like a week.
Skill issue?
Yes.
That sounds like a skill issue.
Yes.
I'm the motherfucker whose feet get cold and I have to shut down for a while because my feet are colder than the rest of my body.
You're just a frog.
Or I'm diabetic. I don't fucking know.
Well, I've got the family neuropathy.
Do you?
The more I ride the motorcycle, the more I know I have it.
Oh, yeah?
Because my hands go numb.
Really?
She can attest to it. When we were driving from one place to another today, I literally, as we were going down the road, let go of the throttle and did this.
Huh.
Just to get feeling back in my hand.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
What is wrong? So, then, nervous systems. Speaking of nervous systems.
Skelepathy. God damn it.
Did you know in 1880-something, it took a dude, like, 6 months and over 700 hours of work to completely, like, extract a complete nervous system from a human body?
Yeah.
That is incredible.
They've only done it a handful more times since then.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
I've seen it.
You've seen it in person?
I've seen it in person.
Where?
I went to the Body Works exhibit when it was at the Phoenix Science Center.
Oh, fuck. Dude, that would have been cool as shit to see.
Dude, that thing was so fucking cool.
There
was the full nervous system.
And the brain is still attached to it, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's just like a person.
Maybe the brain is. I don't remember if the brain
so
was. I was too busy
there is
looking at
one
the
of them
fingers.
that still has a brain and the eyeballs attached.
I don't think this one had the eyeballs.
Yeah.
I've seen
I
that.
want to see that one in person. I
Next
feel like that
time,
would be surreal.
next time Body Works comes to town, let's go.
Yeah.
I will happily go and see that.
You
shit.
are not too old to go to the Science Center.
You're not
Always
too old
go
to
to
go.
the Science Center.
Fucking dude, I want to go back to the art museum.
There's a fucking.
I haven't been to the art museum in years.
There's a space museum next to my house.
Yes, there is.
No, I mean next to my
Yes,
house.
I'm aware.
That is incredible.
There's also up where Earl and I used to go buy our weed up at the 101 and whatever the fuck that was.
Oh yeah,
Way up there. There's a firefighter museum.
Yes, I have been there once in my life. There's also a police officers museum, and they have like a bunch of the fucking squad cars from like back in the 40s and shit over there. I also wanted to go.
Okay, I just changed my mind on something.
Uh-huh.
There is only one other thing I will go back to Tucson for,
Uh-huh.
and that is the taxidermy museum.
How about the Titan II nuclear missile museum?
I'd rather just buy the hole in the ground and live in it.
Okay, what about the Boneyard?
The Boneyard would be cool to go and see, but I don't really count that as Tucson proper.
That is Tucson though.
Is it Tucson proper?
Because you got to go into the city to get there.
Well, you gotta go through it,
Yeah.
right, to
Yeah.
get to the other side.
Yeah.
Because the same thing with Kartchner Caverns. You have to go through Tucson
Well,
to
you
get
don't.
to the caverns.
Well, no, because you go to
No, Tombstone.
Tombstone.
That's right. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I got the two confused, which is really stupid because Tombstone's fucking awesome.
Tombstone is the coolest goddamn place in the world, bro.
We're
Yeah, sure. Like,
Get
we're
your
going
bike
to
license.
Tombstone.
Get your bike license.
Yeah.
And we will take a trip to Tombstone.
So the coolest thing about Tombstone is the fact that they do live recreations of the gunfight at OK Corral.
Every day at noon.
Every day, and so there is you know the name Wyatt? No, so you don't know Doc Holliday or anything like that. You never heard.
Oh, I've heard Doc Holliday.
So Doc Holliday, Wyatt Earp, and another motherfucker whose name is
Billy the Kid.
Bill. Well, I don't think he was involved.
Maybe not in that gunfight.
I don't
but
think he was
part
involved.
Of the group, I think.
I don't think he was directly involved with the OK Corral.
Okay.
Anyway,
Anyway.
so they ended up having this big gunfight against like some corrupt motherfuckers, and it happened at this animal corral at the end of town, and it became this big thing, and they became outlaws for a short period of time until
Again.
they made them the sheriffs of Tombstone.
Yeah.
And they like rooted out the corruption of like the town or whatever. And every day at noon they have a live recreation where motherfuckers are out there with blank firing 44s recreating the fucking gunfight. It's
yeah.
really cool, actually.
Yeah, dude, because all the actors have like a blood pack.
Oh yeah.
So if they get shot,
They, like,
go poof, and like blood spurts
blood
out.
spurts. Oh my
And then
God,
like
it's awesome.
they put firecrackers sometimes on like the outsides of some of the buildings and blow up like bags of water and
Oh
shit.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
like,
great.
It's so fucking
They,
cool.
they put a lot of theatrics into it. It was
They
just-
really do.
My mistake was going after I got out, like right after I got out, because I had PTSD.
Well,
Fuck,
that's your
I
fault.
looked away for 2 seconds and then boom, and I was like, "Fuck, where am I?"
whose fault is it for having a gun charge?
Ah, fuck you. He deserved it.
He did deserve it.
He did deserve
He
it.
deserved it.
What happened?
Bastard.
Do you want to go through our
I know.
Our stories
I
again?
kind of don't, but
long
Let's-
story short?
long
Somebody
story
was
short.
bothering a friend of his, would not fuck off.
yes and no. A taxi driver was looking for a fare. We told him he's not here. Someone made a comment that we only use Uber. He took offense to that. Hopped the curb in a Prius and proceeded to get out to start like yelling, fucking screaming. So I pulled a pocket 380 on him. And I told him, if you don't fuck off, I will shoot you. You are starting a problem. You are 6'4", and you are 300 pounds. I will put you down. Didn't want to. Started to run towards us, and I pulled the trigger. So instead of being a normal human being and freaking out like you and he probably would, he looks me dead in the eyes and says, "Oh, now you fucked up," and gets back into the passenger seat of his car and starts rooting around for something. And I don't want to get shot, so I fucking left. And he had the balls to call the police and say it was a racially motivated incident in which we tried to hate crime him and murder him.
Oh.
This happened while he was also committing a felony, fraud, in this state, working while collecting workers' comp in Las Vegas. And they didn't listen to any of that. We brought this up to the courts. We brought up the fact that he had a violent criminal record where he had an armed robbery charge, multiple domestic violence charges with a child endangerment charge because one of the women he beat was 9 months pregnant at the time. And they said, yeah, no, sorry. None of that pertains to your case, so you can't use it for your case.
But he can do all.
But he can fucking lie to the police and then never show up to court, and then the police can somehow conspicuously lose the security tape that showed everything happening, and I still do a year behind bars.
Ew.
But that's how we found each other.
Yeah, but that's how we found each other.
I got locked up for 6 months for having your body weight in weed in my trunk.
Basically.
Yeah. That was fun.
So, if you ever think
and
that
I'm not even a stoner. That's the best part of the story.
If you ever
Why
think
did
that
you
the
have
justice
that?
system
I
works, like,
Finish
honestly,
this fine.
fucking think about this. His dumbass got locked up for weed. I got locked up for shooting at somebody. And if you ever think that the justice system works, it doesn't. Because you and I snuck Dungeons and Dragons into a work furlough program.
Yep.
To play Dungeons and Dragons rather than be rehabilitated.
Yep.
It just works.
It just works.
God.
So
And that's while paying $100 every fucking week to these shitheads.
Oh, I paid all mine in advance because I did my taxes.
Oh,
and
did
they
you?
were like, oh, well, you're just
What?
making X.
Oh yeah, so when you
work furlough
work
is
furlough's
essentially
weird.
work furlough is essentially you live, quotey fingers, at county jail.
is a minimum, like bare minimum security facility.
bare minimum
Big-
anything. security.
Bare minimum anything.
That
yeah.
place was trash.
Fucking fentanyl
Fucking
prices out the
fentanyl
ass.
prices. Oh yeah.
No.
Like
Yeah.
people were passing out in the bathroom and fucking dying on overdoses and shit.
Once a month.
Yeah, once a month, just about. Until SRT came through.
So we.
I have a friend in prison at Lewis.
Oh,
Really?
There
Yeah,
you be there for one
he's-
time.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
almost out, but he's struggling with
I'm sure he is. That place
It's
fucking
Lewis.
sucks.
That place sucks. Yeah.
It's like
I
one of the
don't know
worst ones in the
anything
state. Oh well,
So
you got to remember. It's,
I went up there to visit once, and it was crazy. Like they searched our whole thing, but it was like right after like the riots and
Uh-huh.
everything. So he searched my whole car, and like I had to stand up on that behind a little gate thing with the dog. I was like, oh my god, okay.
So I
How
needed.
familiar are you with systemic racism?
Why are we gonna get into that right now?
Because that's what it's like behind bars.
Yeah,
But he's black though.
So it's even worse
It's
for
worse,
him.
yeah.
It's even worse for him because it's like ultra segregation.
Yeah.
Because you got to imagine like most 90% of the people who are going to be behind bars are going to be shit dicks anyway.
Mhm.
But it's literally like tribal racism. It's like, okay, the white folk and the Chicanos, which are Hispanics, majority Hispanics, are like, for the most part, neck and neck. Whereas, like, the Asians and Apaches or fucking Navajo or whoever fucking part of whatever
Just
native,
native
whatever native group you're a part of, and Asians specifically, all kind of group together the same way, where it's like, okay, we all keep to ourselves together, and we don't interact with anybody who's white, or we don't interact with anybody who's Hispanic. It's
it's
really
weird.
It's like straight tribal racism. It's so strange.
But if you're all sitting in there together though.
It doesn't matter. Like there's like
We had,
because you
how
gotta
many
understand.
tables, how many tables did we have in D8?
Fucking
Was
maybe
it 12, 16?
No.
So then you can't talk to anybody, or can
You
One,
can,
2, 4, 6, 8,
but
10, 12,
you don't
16.
get too friendly.
Yeah,
You can be cordial,
Oh.
but it's
and then homosexuality, they'll look at you funny if you're gay. Like that's a big thing. Oh yeah, like,
Really?
oh yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
there's a whole thing. We had a couple of queers. One of them was named Barbie. The other one was named.
I don't remember. Were you
Yeah,
talking
because this
about
was
the
D1.
native?
This was D1. No, this was
I would
D8.
think that they're would totally be gay.
Yeah, of course there are gay people behind bars.
No,
but
yeah,
it's like, it's
absolutely.
not
It's-
accepted. Like it is.
Yeah.
It's like 1950s style mindset where it's like, you're a different color than me, fuck off. Or like, you're gay, fuck off. Like,
Yeah.
it's,
That's
you're a
weird.
different religion than me, fuck off. Like
Yeah,
it is
no.
straight
But so, like,
up
So
weird
we
shit.
so when he and I were locked up in a D8, which is just one.
no.
big-
We were in D1. This was
for furlough. I'm talking about
Oh,
before.
you're talking about D8. You're talking
Yeah.
about the warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay, the warehouse.
So,
which is
It's
when we say
literally
the
a
warehouse, it is a building that houses 200 people on bunk racks that are stacked three high all the way to the end of the building. It is literally a warehouse of people.
The bunk beds took up 2/3 of the building. The tables and the 3 TVs took up the other third.
There were only 2 TVs when I was in there.
You're right. There was one on the north wall, one on the south wall. That way, if you wanted to watch something over there, you could turn your backs to the other people. There was 16 tables or so.
I won myself so much commissary playing Rummy to the Walking Dead, baby. Oh,
sure
yeah.
You fucking card shit.
That's how I live.
You can count them?
Oh, yeah. So Rummy
is different.
He's not good enough to go to the casino.
No, I'm not good enough to go to the... But Rummy is a weird game where your like whole thing is making different kinds of pair hands.
Yeah.
And I was particularly good at it. So I'd play for commissary, which is essentially... Every couple of weeks, if you have family that loves you, you get money on your books.
And that's why he's not talking to me, because I wouldn't send him another $20 after I just sent him 60.
Yeah, because that's the problem, though, is because commissary's fucking expensive.
It really is.
You could have $100 on your books, and you'd only get enough, like, it's literally convenience store food. That's all it is.
It's convenience store food that's
and
jacked
vending
up
machine
4 times
food.
the price.
And you'd get, like, fucking $20 worth of shit for like fucking $35. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It
like,
did not last in the slightest.
So then,
ramen
when
is like
he's
50 cents
talking
a
about
pack, you're
buying
buying
these
for like
boxes from people, like, are they making them better boxes, or like what?
So, yeah, kind of. So when you get down to the nitty gritty of it, people kind of become their own personal chef in a way. You can take a bag of like that pickle right there. If that was a regular jalapeno pickle, and I had a bag of chicharrones and some corn nuts and a bag of like there was like big bags of like shredded chicken and bags of beans, and there were bags of tortillas that you could get too. I could straight up make like the most redneck Mexican meal spread and just eat it, because if you didn't eat that shit or couldn't afford it, you were fed soy slop instead. That's all you were fed.
Yeah.
It was...
That's how I lost 20 pounds the first 2 weeks I was there, because I could not eat it, and all I did was trade the rest of my food for the packs of soy cookies.
Yeah, the cookies.
The cookies were the only good thing on those trays.
I don't want to think about it anymore.
That's why he said that he stopped like eating, because he works in the kitchen and they found mold. So he quit eating like the kitchen food.
Dude,
and then
see,
can't
that's
get
like,
like that commissary.
That's like the worst part. Because I was working in the food factory for a while when I was in D8.
Yeah, both of us were.
So, when you're in the food factory, you kind of get like one of 3 jobs. One of them is special diets, where people who have certain dietary needs, like you've got heart problems or whatever,
or you're allergic to peanuts.
Yeah, you get like hard-boiled eggs, and you get like a couple of other things, like an apple and a couple of extra cookies or whatever.
Yeah.
And we'd get like these bags of peanut butter. Peanut butter.
Bags of peanut butter.
Do you remember peanut? Did you work peanut butter?
No,
that was the worst fucking building, bro.
I swear to God, I opted in for Spoon Man as soon as I could.
Spoon Man!
And we sang that song every day when we walked into the building.
With your hands.
No, so I was on Spoon Line the entire time.
Really?
I refused to do anything else.
What are you doing on that?
So for all the trays, right?
Bro, there were nothing but Chicanos in there.
No, I had 3. It was me and 3 other white dudes, 2 black guys, and the rest Chicanos.
Like legitimately. So there's like tray wash. There's special diets.
Yeah.
There was the freezer duty.
Yep.
There was fucking
Spoon Line.
Spoon Line and peanut butter.
Yeah.
Which was I know.
Okay. So here's the thing.
Hell,
First and foremost, let me finish the thought. The 16 tables were all divided between different sections of people. So, like, the black people had, like, that table, that table, that table. The Asians and natives had, like, that one, that one, that one. White people had that one. So it was so fucking weird and segregated. It was really stupid.
But they let them?
No, they like everybody did it of their own volition. It was just it was just like nah. They didn't do it on purpose. It wasn't by design. It was prisoner design. It wasn't It wasn't
like the cops
design.
didn't do it.
Yeah.
All the prisoners do it. Now, Spoon Line, we had these trays.
Fucking Spoon Line.
Like you know when you watch like older high school movies, they've got those stupid fucking trays, and they go down the line, and you get the spoonful of whatever. That's literally what it was. So we had these giant, 10-gallon buckets
dude,
of just like rice and beans and vegetables and whatever.
God,
they decided
Wednesday was the
slop.
best day of the week,
Slop
bro.
was all no,
Yeah,
it
it was
wasn't.
rice and beans. Wednesdays.
That was Tuesdays.
Tuesdays and
Fridays.
Tuesdays and Fridays. That's right.
Tuesdays and
Fuck.
Fridays were rice and beans.
Oh.
I will always remember that because those were the only days I could fucking eat anything. So they had it set up where like these 10-gallon buckets of just whatever food was being given out that day. Slop was always the last thing to go on, so it was always at the way in.
Dude,
We're sitting in the middle of two like rail lines. So there'd be a guy on that side, and there'd be like me and people on this side. And somebody would be on either side over here, and they would grab a tray off of these big fucking wheelie racks, and they would grab it and they'd set it on the thing and they'd start it down the line. So then like it would go to like that guy, then me or whatever, and I would grab the tray and I'd bring it over and I'd get a big ass like big serving spoon of whatever I had in front of me, and I would scoop it and I'd put it in one of the little sections, and then I'd push it to the next guy. And after all of them got all the way through, they'd be stacked and reloaded into another giant fuck-off wheel cart. And those would be covered.
Were so fucking horrendous
Dude,
to try
they were
to
so
wash,
fucking
bro.
awful. But so because like the slop, it literally was
I'm
like pig
mentally walking
It was
through the
bad.
hallways again. I hate it so much.
slop. Do you want to take a lap while I finish
No,
this? Okay.
this is great. I
So-
love dredging up horrible memories that I
So
want to bury.
the trays
I'm
stood.
sorry, it's so interesting though.
No, it's totally fine. So the trays were about 2.5 inches tall,
I wish I had a
right?
cigarette.
And
Ooh, the weed.
there's weed, huh? But they stacked on top of each other, so you could
Like
stack
perfectly.
like
Like
perfectly,
they were designed
like in
Lego
the nursing
style.
home, we had like chunky ones, and they would like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're like big and they're brown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Same
the same
thing.
ones. It's
Same
the same
thing.
exact ones.
Same exact thing.
and they just like
Yeah,
on
yeah.
top of each other,
Yeah.
all in that
you
big,
can
huge,
lit-
pushy
yeah, you
thing.
can literally hear them clanking
Yeah.
together just
Yep.
thinking about them. Yes, the
But-
same thing.
Because the slop was so goddamn awful and watery,
Ugh.
as they pushed it around, it would work its way through the crack of
Yeah.
the stacks, you know? So it would
So
get
it's just
everywhere.
like spilling out.
It would
Well, it
just be
wouldn't,
spilling
it wouldn't
out
even
and
get
get
everywhere. It's the fact that they'd start sticking together.
Also that.
That they think that they can feed you that?
They can feed us that.
They can feed us that,
How?
thanks,
Because
because what the fuck is
America's
his name?
prison
No,
system.
no.
Well, it
Specifically-
it wasn't just
Who?
Joe Arpaio.
Fucking Arpaio.
So Sheriff Joe Arpaio was a crazy fuck white bastard who was a phenomenally well-known racist, and he established what was called Tent City. Tent City was
Literally tents.
no.
Camping
It was a
tents.
concentration camp for prisoners. So if you think of like any concentration camp, you think about like decrepit outdoor conditions and shit.
Chain link fence,
chain
barbed
link
wire on the
fences,
top.
barbed wires, and guards with guns. That's
Yeah.
what Tent City was. And you were out there every day in 115 degree plus weather, no matter rain or shine.
No fans.
No fans, no fucking nothing.
in a tent.
In a tent. In a tent.
in a
In a tent.
canvas tent.
In a canvas tent, and I am using the biggest of quotey fingers
The
because
biggest quotey
I'm
fingers.
talking like, you remember the playgrounds at school and how they had that big fucker that kind of covered everything?
Yeah.
Think about that, but you're trying to make a tent out of it.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was multiple of those, and you lived in that for your entire sentence.
Was it? It was 2 people to
On
a
the
tent,
dirt?
right? Or was it 4? Did they bunk
It
bed
was
those?
4.
Okay.
It was 4.
In a room?
No,
No.
outside.
Chain link fence, barbed wire on the top.
Like fucking goddamn summer camp from hell.
Oh.
So Joe Arpaio, because he wanted to save money and didn't think that prisoners deserved, like half decent amenities.
Because America's prison system is only for profit,
Yep.
and that's why everything costs $1 million fucking dollars. Even though they tell you, "Oh, you guys have been nice this month. We're gonna give you some special fruits this week," and my dumbass is in the freezer watching them bring in these goddamn watermelons that are a day away from expiring,
Yep.
stinky and mushy,
Yep.
falling apart to the point where even thinking about it makes me want to vomit.
That's
Ugh.
horrible.
It was
Yeah.
awful. So he
That-
wanted to save money, and I don't know who the fuck he talked to, but they ended up getting millions and millions of 5-gallon buckets full of soy slop
Oh,
that literally was supposed to be, I believe, pig food.
yeah.
that on the labels say not
But
For
how-
human consumption. They say
On
not
the
for
label.
human consumption on the motherfucking barrels. And they still feed this. So anybody out there in Arizona right now, you got a family member in county corrections, they're feeding you pig slop. Have fun with that.
Have fun with that. And so that's what we would get every day. Regardless of whatever else came with dinner, like beans and rice days, Tuesdays and Fridays, you would still get slop with it.
That's crazy.
And you would get one of the hardest fucking bread rolls.
Yeah.
You
Literally the hardest bread roll
could
on the planet.
break a fucking skull with the bread rolls. And then you get the soy cookies.
The cookies.
And then sometimes
The only thing I
vegetables,
hate.
sometimes...
Bro, when
you
broccoli
get, like,
came
weird
around,
apples
even
and
they
stuff.
were broccoli was such a fucking insult. I am the kind of motherfucker who can eat broccoli day in, day out, no problem.
Same.
And they gave me the stalks.
Yep, all stalks.
Just the stalks.
No tops. All
No
stalks.
tops. Just stalks.
Wait.
Just
cut-
broccoli stalks.
So they're like, you guys just get the ends.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
They,
No.
they literally
That's
so
so
they literally
crazy.
took the end, chopped it,
They're like,
diced
okay.
it, threw it in a bag, and said, "Yeah, go give it to corrections."
Yep. Buy the bag full.
Buy
That's
the bag full.
Now, Let's
Yeah.
double back because I want to double back and hear this part of the story because you and I have never talked about it.
Okay.
Tell us about peanut butter work.
Oh my god. Okay, so
Please
peanut butter.
tell us about peanut butter work. First of all, not fucking peanut butter.
Uh huh.
It's not.
Yeah, okay.
It's not peanut butter.
It is, but it isn't.
It is not peanut
Okay,
butter.
it is.
It's soy
It is.
butter.
It is peanut butter. Byproduct.
Byproduct.
It's peanut butter byproduct. And it even says, like, on the thing, because most of the time the labels are faded. Like, you can't really read them.
Sure.
But it literally says, like, butter substitute on the fucking...
Peanut butter substitute?
Yeah, like, peanut butter substitute on the fucking thing.
Now tell us how you put them into bags, buddy.
So there's this fucking Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory looking ass machine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like... Oh, God, how would I describe this? It looks like a motorcycle engine that somebody's, like, put in a vertical stand, built a box around, and then put a funnel on top of. And you've got people who are sitting on a ladder, essentially, and you have to feed them these buckets of peanut butter substitute that are, like, really kind of hard and chunky, okay? It's not, it's like solid-ish. It is a non-Newtonian fluid. And you gotta pour this bitch and it's hot in peanut butter. Like the whole room, it's like somebody, if you were
It's
in
a
the
sauna.
no,
It's a sauna without the water.
if you were trying to kill yourself by having your car running in your garage, it would be the same exact feeling without the fucking exhaust
Ew.
fumes. I'm
Ew.
not even joking. But you're like ugly and you're groggy and you can like feel the peanut butter oil when you go back to your cell at the end of the day.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I would have rather spent my entire motherfucking sentence in the tower that they keep people who are about to be transferred to prison in than I would have working in peanut butter for 5 extra fucking minutes.
That's great.
Because, like, you just feel disgusting and you've got to spend, like, what feels like all day. Because they get you up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I worked first shift.
God. I worked the dinner shift.
So I got up at 3 o'clock every fucking morning.
His was like at 6 p.m. it started, so what is that?
Yeah,
Like
so 3 o'clock in the morning, and then you work from like 4 a.m. to about 10 a.m. But so it's not that long. But because you're in like what is essentially hospital white rooms, it feels like forever. And because you're just saturated in peanut butter, you're feeding this guy these buckets so he can pour them in, and it's like not coming out at all. They had to get special spoons eventually for us to fucking like fish all the shit out of it and
those had
coax
to be
it.
thick spoons.
Oh,
because
dude,
you would have bent to the shit out of a regular size spoon.
No. The worst part is they were using like Ultra Baker's spatulas, like really hard plastic. You know what I'm talking? They didn't bend. They were like dog bones, bro. They didn't fucking break in the slightest. But they'd feed all this shit into the machine, and the machine would make it really hot with steam or whatever the fuck else, and then it shat it into this little bag about the size of how I'm cupping my hands currently, which isn't all that much.
It was like a 5-inch by 5-inch bag.
Literally a fucking like
It was like
dime bag of weed. Fucking.
It was like when you buy those boxes of assorted like party size or not party size, single serving like bags of chips at the store.
Yes, yeah.
It was a bag that size.
Well, not even that. They were like smaller.
It was that size, but
it's like
had
the size
so much of the ends.
Yeah, because they like fucking fill these bitches to the brim to where they're like bulging, but they were like the size of the little Cheez-It thing you'd get for a kid on a road trip. You know what I mean? They're like itty bitty. But you do that until like you were either out of peanut butter or out of plastic bags. And when they ran out of plastic bags, you had to like take apart the entire machine and move shit out of the way so you could feed this line of plastic through it, put the roll on, then rebuild the motherfucker, spend 15 minutes cleaning all the peanut butter gunk out of it, even though you're gonna ruin it in 5 seconds anyway, and then repeat the process.
Yep.
Until you went back to your cell.
Yep.
It
was awesome.
It was great. It was the best fucking...
Sounds
I
like
worked
a big,
in the...
like, orange juice.
Well, it was kind of funny because... Speaking of orange juice, we got orange juice at Food Factory, and that was like the only place you could get it unless you were a special diet.
Yep.
But fucking, that freezer
I
roll...
ate
all the apples. All the fucking apples.
For like...
all the
Because
hooch.
I was... We'll talk about hooch in a second. But like, do you remember... No, sorry.
21st night of September.
When we were working in kitchen, we got to eat better food than what we were giving to the other guys.
For breakfast, when they fed us breakfast, they gave us better shit than they gave everyone else. Because it was still like fucking bread and peanut butter and like the little jelly packets. And when I say little jelly packets, they literally gave you fucking like the little squeeze jelly packets they give you at discount Denny's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were small. They were really
But then you'd get like a thing of string cheese and some apple juice and a cookie and an apple.
Yep.
And that was it.
Yep.
And that was so we didn't even get like real 3-course meals like fucking people in prison do.
Yeah.
They fed us Ladmo bags. It was literally a bag with peanut butter, hard bread, the jelly, and cookies, and an apple. And that was your like lunch every day.
Now, they call them Ladmo bags, and I'll try to make this part quick.
Yeah.
Are you old enough to remember public access television? So like regional TV? I'm not talking like Fox.
Do you
and
remember
CNN
when
and-
like you had to switch the TV to Channel 3 to play video games?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so around that same time, every state had television channels that were literally just for the state.
So like every
people-
Tom, Dick, and Andy from the state could go and like make a show on it. Or
Right.
whatever.
If they had enough backing, they could go and rent a TV studio
Oh.
and broadcast it to channel 358 whatever
Okay.
for 30 minutes an hour, whatever. Arizona used to have a television show that I think it started here and I think it went regional.
I think
if
so,
I remember
yes.
correctly. But it was called Wallace and Ladmo. And it was like, how do you even explain? It was a clown. One of them was a clown.
Yeah.
And the other guy was just like kind of a regular dude in like a suit or whatever.
Wallace
I think,
and
right?
Ladmo show.
And
so it was kind of a fucking like, it's literally both of the characters from Home Alone, the burglars,
Yes.
meet fucking Edna Mode from The Incredibles.
Yes.
If Edna Mode was fucking Michael Myers.
Yes. Okay. So
So
that's that, right? So that's Wallace and Ladmo.
Okay.
Now that show was filmed in front of a live studio audience, and they would do like little games, and it was a kids show, so it was always geared toward kids, right? But every episode, can you handle him? I don't know what he's looking for. Every episode, they would bring a handful of kids up on stage in front of the cameras, and they would play a game with them. And if the kid won, they got some like crazy cool prize. But all the kids involved, and I'm pretty sure most of the kids, if not all the kids in the audience, got what they called a Ladmo bag, which had like little toys and trinkets and bullshit in it. So somebody had the great fucking idea to start calling our bullshit food bags Ladmo bags, just to twist the knife after we got stabbed with the terrible food. So that's why it's called a Ladmo bag. Now, here's the fun part. You worked breakfast. I worked dinner.
Uh-huh.
I was only in D8
Uh-huh.
for a month.
Uh-huh.
I lost 20 pounds the first 2 weeks because I couldn't eat anything before I got put into food. 10 of the 14 days I was doing food prep. We got to eat, me and my crew, whatever. My crew.
Your crew? What did your crew do?
We got to eat sourdough bread, sourdough bread, and we got rice and beans every day.
What the fuck are on your cheese?
So all of us...
This bitch is like frozen, or it's bad.
Well, it's a week old now, so...
Okay,
and it's been in the fridge, so it could be either or. So all of us would core the fuck out of that giant bread and make it into a bread bowl, and then we would pack rice around the edges, and then we'd fill it with beans. And then we'd cap it off, and we'd eat it like a giant fucking burger. And that was the only reason I had any food. The second set of my 2 weeks. For the second 2 weeks I was doing food.
Sure.
Before we got rolled into D1.
So this isn't bad.
But
it's not good.
Okay.
I think it's time for this to go away.
Okay. Do you want to toss it somewhere? Not at my wall, please.
Not at my wall, please. Kermit the Frog here. Please do not make a mess of my home.
The two of us were in what they call work furlough. So essentially, we lived at the county jail, but we were let go 6 days a week. 6 days a week, not every day.
Some people got 7.
Very few. There were like 30 people that got out of the 250 of us or something.
No. There wasn't that many of us. Dude, there was like maybe 40 people.
There were way more than 40 people.
No, man.
I'm talking the whole building, not just each pod.
No. Yeah, no. D1 in total.
Yeah.
Maybe D2 had more people than we did because D2 had like a weirder group of people that was even laxer than we had.
Right, they were work release. They didn't have to pay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there
were way less people there. There were only like 24 people that got released with us every day.
Maybe I'm just
Why are people...
So while we were there and they released us to go to work, as long as we had a job, what we had to do was we had to take a piece of paper to whoever our boss was, and most of us had really bullshit jobs. Like I was working at a Republican call center. It was the dumbest shit. But we had to take a paper to them and say, listen, I need you to fill this out so that they know my hours, so they know when to let us out and when to whatever. So the person at our job had to write in Monday. I need him at 7 a.m. I will release them at 3 p.m. And then they'll give us like...
And then you can go there and then just come back?
Right, so they release us from county. We go to work. After work, we're supposed to go straight back to county. So we're basically sleeping. We're basically just sleeping, right? But there were a few people there who were pretty fucking good at forging signatures and stuff. So like the two of us for sure, and I personally know of like 3 other guys. We all went and we got our weekly schedule paperwork filled out, but we all grabbed an extra one. And then we gave them to the people who were forging them, and they filled it out instead of like, if we had to work 9 to 5, they would refill it out on the new blank piece of paper that we were working from like 6 until 7, like 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. So we had way extra hours. And a lot of us, like I didn't have a car at the time, so like I had to ride the bus, but I was working with a couple other guys who for the same company, so we just ended up carpooling. But if you had to ride the bus, they let you out 2 hours before you're supposed to be at work so that you can make it by bus.
Oh.
Right? So then if like my paperwork said that I worked from like 7 to like 5 and I was riding the bus. So they let me out at 5 a.m. and I had to be back by 7 p.m. So, but then the people also put down that I worked Saturdays for the same amount of hours. So then during the week, we would go to one of the guys' houses who was like 2 miles from the jail, and we'd go have a nice breakfast, we'd smoke a bunch of cigarettes, and then we'd all go to work. And then after work, we'd go right back to his house, make something to eat, or stop at like Burger King.
Yeah, because there was literally nothing out there.
There was nothing.
So you're not gonna know what we say, but when we say like Buckeye, Buckeye has the name Buckeye because there's butt fuck nothing in Buckeye. It's out there.
That's not why, but there is nothing.
There's nothing there.
So
there's literally just the jail.
Yeah.
Like 3 fabrication facilities,
Yeah.
3 distribution facilities, and
a Jack in the Box.
And a Jack in the Box.
There was one Jack in the Box.
And then nothing but fields until Levine.
Yep. So we would just go like chill and watch TV at this guy's house until we had to be back. And then we'd show up on time and it'd be fine and we'd go in and we'd go to bed and we'd wake up and we'd do it all over again. But Saturdays, because none of us worked Saturdays, the guy with the car would quickly and efficiently drive us to wherever we needed to go. I would come back here. And I would just hang out here all day and like watch TV and fuck around and do nothing. And then when we had to be back, he would make a trip, grab everybody, and we'd go back. And then we'd all throw him a few bucks from our paycheck to cover gas and stuff.
That was me on Wednesdays. Wednesdays was my free day.
Nice.
Got to fuck around in the middle of the week. Literally, everyone was working, so all the roads were empty. I was like, yes.
But yeah, so it was a very
nightmare.
interesting adventure.
I had a nightmare scenario. I had to go to a Ross for absolutely whatever stupid fucking reason.
Sure.
Okay. And I was there on a day that I wasn't supposed to be like out. Okay. I walked by the lady who was my probation officer, and I like looked at her, and I like saw her start to turn. And I literally went, huh? And like ducked down and I walked right out of that Ross. I was like legit on my knees going like this. Trying to get the fuck out of that Ross, bro.
You crab walked to the door.
I was literally crouched down like for my life. I had to scuttle my way to freedom. Because if she caught me, bro, I would have been in so much fucking trouble.
That's fucking hilarious.
Literally, out of all the places that she could have been, near my house in North Phoenix, she was there at a Ross at fucking Desert Ridge.
Wow.
I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing here? All right, I'm out of here. I'm like, literally, no, I'm done. Like, fuck that bitch. I know she's crazy. I'm not dealing with this. Fucking hell.
That's so funny.
Hell. Why would you bring these memories back to me?
I didn't mean to, sorry. She's interested. She wants to, for some reason, she's latched onto me a little bit and has been friendly all day. So, whatever.
Dirt.
Dirt.
Want some dirt?
I'll take a little more dirt.
You want some dirt? Want a half shot of dirt?
I'll take a half shot of dirt.
Okay, give me your shot glass. I'll give you a half shot of dirt.
That works.
We are still drinking our Appalachian dirt.
Oh, we should have gotten the other one.
Huh?
Should have tried the other one. Or do we want to say that's more than half a shot? Thank you.
Sorry.
Fuck ass. I have to drive somebody home later.
70%.
Yeah. That ain't nothing compared to the shit we.
Yeah, no shit,
God,
Sherlock.
man. Just
Good
go put it
Lord.
back in the fridge because it's
First of all, you can suck my dick.
from the back.
Sure.
All right.
I'd actually prefer it if you tried to suck a fart out of my ass and
Hold it like a bong hit?
Yeah.
That's my
See-
favorite form of affection.
Here's the best part about this. She's known me a week. We've only hung out today for several hours, and she hasn't run screaming yet.
Dude, this is
She's
great.
one of
No,
us.
she's one of us. This is like perfect.
I love you guys.
This is all it is 24/7. Let me promise you that.
Yeah, if he lived here, we would have security cameras in every room with audio, so that
Oh
when
yeah,
we
so
pull
we could put it
dumb
on
bullshit.
YouTube like a fucking Big Brother situation.
Oh, dude, absolutely. By the way, we have a third cult leader.
Oh, do we?
We do. Earl's baby mama.
Oh,
She wants in.
yeah.
She wants in.
Okay.
She wants to go in with us, get the land, build the houses, and invite random strangers to start living with us
We
and
have
create
a
the
cult.
cult.
We have a cult.
She's so down.
I have so many trans girls who are like, fucking give me a place in the middle of nowhere I can build guns and do whatever I want. So I'm like, yeah.
I'm telling you, Skull Valley, dude.
I'm telling you. Fucking.
Let's just buy all of Strawberry.
Yeah.
Let's just
I
buy
love
the
it, it's
entirety
so
of Strawberry.
cute.
Strawberry's great. Heber Overguard's pretty good too.
Yeah.
The problem with Heber Overguard is A, it's in alien abduction territory,
Yep.
and B, it's snowy, which he doesn't like.
Listen, if it's our land and I can do whatever the fuck I want on it, I will just put extra space heaters in my building and we can...
Then you should have put forth the effort to get the acreage in Ash Fork 6 months ago when I told you about it.
Listen, we already have a foot in the door for Strawberry. We already have a foot in the door for Shark. Oh my god. Oh my god, what was that movie with the walls? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know which one you're talking about.
I don't remember the name of it, but the picture was like the wall with the face coming through it. Freddy Krueger bullshit.
Oh, that's right. Was it one of the Freddy Krueger movies?
So he did do that in one of the movies, but there was another movie where the movie poster was the face pressing up against the gray-colored wall.
Interesting. Oh, shit. That, I don't remember a gray-colored wall. I remember a white-colored wall.
Yeah,
Maybe
like
it
a white.
And it's like there's like a couple of hands coming
Yeah.
through it. Yeah.
It was like 2 hands and a face.
Like
Shit, I do remember that.
I don't remember the movie, but I do remember that. The only reason I remember that poster is because I was working at Harkins when that movie was like coming out or whatever.
Harkins.
And as a Harkins employee, we had first say on who got movie posters. and shit.
Yeah.
So like it went like the overall manager, and then like the assistants, and then whatever was under them, and then the rest of us, right?
Yeah, sure.
But dude, and I'm so mad that I don't have these anymore because they were in that
The storage
unit.
The fucking storage unit.
I had the OG double-sided Cloverfield poster.
Oh, fuck.
I had the District 9 fucking poster. Like all the monster movies that
All
were
the
coming
good
out,
ones.
all the good ones, I was grabbing those posters.
You know, I gotta admit, I'm not against the newest MonsterVerse shit. Like with Godzilla and King Kong.
I haven't watched any of them.
I'm actually not. I'm okay with them.
I have
They're
not
pretty
watched
good.
a single
I like
one.
them. They're pretty. I think they're pretty good actually.
All right.
You should watch them.
I'll watch
Walter
them.
White's in it.
I know.
Walter White's in the first one.
I know, but I don't.
And then his wife dies.
Should have died in the TV show. He
Yeah,
would have
she
made
fucking-
way more money and been totally fine.
Skylar was.
Skylar's the reason that everything went to shit.
Skylar's the reason Walt died in that lab instead of making the cure for cancer.
Also that. You know what else is really fucking cool right now? Speaking of Breaking Bad, Father bought himself, myself, and Nikki, the youngest sister,
Nah.
tickets to Comic-Con.
Nice.
And he got
Fromicon.
tickets to go and meet Giancarlo.
Oh, okay. That's gonna be pretty fucking cool.
So, because my dad is a huge fan, or father is a huge fan of Giancarlo, thinks he's the best fucking evil villain of anything that's happened in the last 40 fucking years, and wants to shake that man's hand.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna iron that.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna get him to fucking sign it.
Yeah.
For those of you listening, I have the Los Polos Hermanos
Pollos.
whatever.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I'm the Mexican. Of course I'm gonna bitch about it.
You're barely Mexican.
I'm the end of the printer cartridge. We had this conversation in the parking lot.
I have the apron that they use in the restaurant hanging on my wall.
Yeah.
I need to iron the fuck out of it.
Yeah, you do.
And I'm gonna get him to sign it. I swear to God. That's... You know how I got that?
How did you get that?
I bought the Blu-ray...
Oh, that's right. It was in the Blu-ray.
It was in the Blu-ray barrel. Because all the Blu-rays come in a barrel that they use to like hide the money and hide the bodies and whatever.
Yeah.
If you open the side, you get all the Blu-rays you can pull out. If you open the top, you get that motherfucker, and there's a coin somewhere hiding over in this general area that is also from the restaurant. It's got the insignia on the coin.
Huh. The queen.
The queen.
The queen. Is that it right there? Probably.
No,
On
that's the two.
notepad?
No, that's the Two-Face coin from Batman.
The who?
The Two-Face from Batman.
The who?
The Two-Face from Batman. The double-headed Liberty, one side all scratched up, one side pristine. You know, like Two-Face uses in Batman.
I'm the one who does not agree with this style because, why is it like that? Why is one obviously heavier than the other?
Why are you asking me? I didn't even buy it.
I don't
Nicole
like
bought
it.
a 5-pack and gave me 2 of them because she didn't want all 5.
Okay. Well, as somebody who loves Batman the Animated Series, this is not what his fucking...
No, it's
Coin
not.
looked like
He uses a
it was.
quarter in the animated series.
No, he uses a Kennedy $50.
Does he?
Yeah.
I got a bunch of those.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
But it's like 2 of them.
No, I got a bunch of them in that box right there.
The Books?
Yeah, see
The
that
Books.
You
The
want
white
me to grab
Books.
box?
The Books?
I'll show you.
Show me the Books.
I'll show
The
you.
Fushigi!
Yeah, there's your fushigi.
Be careful. No, the Fushigi!
What?
Oh!
Did you see that?
That was
What the fuck?
wild.
It got right to the edge and then decided nah, and it turned around. That's fucking crazy.
Fushigi magic, motherfuckers.
Fushigi magic. Look, I got a
Shit.
bunch of these motherfuckers.
What the fuck, Roni and cheese?
And they're all from my birth year. They're all 91s.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is the coin he used.
And then here's my silver Ben Franklin one.
Oh,
That's actual silver, too. I found it at the bank, and I was like, how much do you guys want for that? And they're like, well, legally, we can't take more than 50 cents for it. And I was like, mine.
I love that sound.
I know, right?
I have a silver quarter at home from 1964.
Here, you spick bitch. Here's 20 centavos.
Yeah, that's... Oh, these are old centavos, too.
Yeah.
These are technically mid-war or end-war...
And they're fucking worthless.
What do you mean?
They're worthless. They're not worth anything. The centavo isn't a thing anymore.
What do you mean? They're not?
No.
Really?
Yeah, that's why a lot of people use them for magic.
Really?
And that's why I got them, because I was going to use them for magic.
I didn't know centavos were worthless. Why do I have pesos then?
Pesos aren't worthless yet. Well, I mean, they're worthless compared to American money, but...
Of course, it's American money.
Oh, yeah, I got
Your
Eyelash, or is it perhaps a Freya hair?
It could be a Freya hair. Freya's hair is everywhere.
She is she is pantaloons.
She is pantaloons.
Madam Bitch Katie.
Do you need to go, like, rinse your eye out real quick? There, I do have a bathroom literally right there. If you need to rinse your face. O'Reilly's. Alright, well, we've been at this for an hour and a half. You
Are we
ready
really?
to you ready to change the world?
Sure.
Give everybody words of wisdom to say goodbye.
Don't shit your pants. Don't eat week-old cheesecake. It left more of an aftertaste than the literal dirt moonshine. So maybe don't do that.
You good?
Did you get it out of your eye hole?
Out of your eye hole.
Get up on out of here with my eye holes.
Jesus.
Get up on out of here with my eye holes. Clean your bong regularly.
Allegedly.
No, regularly.
Well, you and Dad are the only ones that really use it, so one of y'all need to clean it. Tell Dad to clean it.
I did.
Text him. Text him again. Remind him. Tell him to go pick up those beats.
Anyway, clean your bong regularly. Clean your shot glasses. Clean your room.
Yeah. My room's moderately clean, except for all that shit right over there.
And that shit behind you.
No, that stuff. First of all, that
empty
is...
bottle, empty Cane's cup, assorted papers of garbage, water burger bag,
Cane's cup, yeah.
Cane's cup, fucking papers on the floor, missed the trash can.
Missed it by that much.
Missed it by that much. Anyway,
Anyway.
I'm Madam Dangly Balls. That's Sir Tater Tits. This has been our guest, Madison. We hope you've had a wonderful time trekking through this horrid nightmare of regaling tales of yonder times.
Yonder times. Do you have any words of wisdom for the audience before we go?
I already covered don't
No?
shit your pants,
Okay.
so you can't use that one.
You should have told my coworker that 3 weeks ago. That's a story
We
for
talked about that
Did
like
we?
a week ago,
Okay.
I think.
So fucking stupid.
God
that kid.
damn it.
Alright.
Don't shit
Don't
your
shit
pants.
your pants. Alright. Well,
That's my favorite video game.
thanks for playing, everybody. We will see you next week when we start a new recording schedule, because we're going to start doing this on Saturdays.
Maybe.
We should start doing this on Saturdays.
Maybe.
Because I want to drink more.
Okay.
Because I have to go to work tomorrow.
Okay.
And I've slept through my alarms the last 3 days.
Oh.
I love you.
Yeah.
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 You're my best friend.
You're my best friend. You're my best friend.
Alright. I'm going to click the button now.
You're the Scooby to my Shaggy.
But I want to be Matthew Lillard.
No, fuck you. I want to be Matthew.
Well, I want to be Matthew Lillard.
I can do the voice.
I don't give a shit.
And I have the goatee. Like,
Do you? Where?
yeah,
Show me.
Like it's growing
Where
right
is it?
here, dude.
Where?
Like, just because you can't see it doesn't mean your eyeballs don't work anyway. Like, you've got contacts and glasses.
Yeah, but not at the same time.
I've seen
You cannot. I have accidentally put my glasses on, but I
It's,
rip
like,
them right back off.
blinding? Yeah.
Dude, you cannot wear them both at the same time. All right, I'm gonna click the
I'll
button.
pay you $500 to do it for 5 minutes.
I will
That'd be
throw
so
up on you, but I'll
dizzy.
do it. Show me the 500. My glasses are in the bathroom, 10 feet behind you.
cash on me. I wish I did.
All right. Next week we'll continue talking about this bet. Until then, my name is Swithbert. That is Kai.
Excuse me.
This has been Madison.
I'm Madam Dangly Balls, and you are Sir Tater Tits.
Why do I have to be Tater Tits?
Because, would you rather be Madam Dangly Balls?
I mean, at least it makes sense.
Why?
I'm not gonna get into that right now. There are
Bro,
ladies
are
present.
you seriously dipping into the toilet bowl like the old man from Bad Grandpa?
You reach down and hook it with your pinky.
Fucking Christ.
Do we want to fill 30 more seconds, or am I touching the button?
I don't know why.
Just say goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. God damn it.